How did you meet your husband?
Some 20 years ago, it was my first day at college, my very first class. A very handsome guy, nicely dressed with a pleasant smile on his face, entered the room. We immediately locked our eyes and that was it. We had the greatest time together in school. As soon as we graduated, we got married. I was the happiest woman alive on my wedding day. The love was in the air. I was flying really high. I felt that I could leap small buildings in just one jump. I wanted that day to be frozen.
How was the marriage life?
It started out very well. We were on fire. We both started working really hard. It felt like marriage was the perfect design for our life. It had permanently connected both of us with different gifts, abilities, desires, and body parts. We fit together quite nicely. By the time we knew, we were blessed with 2 baby boys. I decided to sacrifice my career and became a full-time stay-at-home mommy. As time went on, the fire between us started to fade away. I was busy at home and he was busy at work. There were days where we didn't even sleep in the same room.
So, how did you find out?
I found out from his iMessage linked to his computer. I was on his laptop buying stuff off Amazon, and he was sitting on the couch, waiting for me, texting this other woman. The conversation between them was very intimate. He even said how unhappy he was with me and how happy he is with her. I just felt a big lump in my throat. The imaginary world I lived in just crushed upon me. Later, when I dug more, I wish I never did that, I found she wasn't the only one he was having an affair with. He had multiple fake Facebook accounts, fake profiles on dating sites, Tinder accounts, and much more.
So you never suspected if there was something like this going on?
Oh well. Towards the end, I felt like he was taking an interest in his look, eating healthier, regular hitting the gym, trying to dress perfectly for work and social events. He was spending a lot of time on his phone and computer and was very sensitive when I wanted to use his gadgets. There were times that I was unable to reach him. Our expenses were more than before. I didn't think of anything at the time and brushed it away, but now I can clearly connect the dots.
How did you feel when that happened?
First, I didn't want to believe what I saw. I felt my entire future had just been rewritten, and I had no idea how the book was going to end. It was like the entire future I planned for ourselves disappeared, and I didn't know where to go from here. I was comparing myself with those women. The worst part is, I started believing I was not good enough. I was questioning myself and the choices I had made in our life. Right at this minute, I am emotionally deeply wounded and scarred.
23% of the men admit to having an affair at least once in their relationship, while this percentage for women is 19%. 25% of the men cheated because of their lack of sexual satisfaction. On the other hand, 28% of the women cheated because of their lack of emotional satisfaction. 85% of the women are right when they think their partner is cheating on them, while this percentage for men is 50%. 70% of the women and 54% of the men didn't know about the extramarital activities of their partners. Even though the men's percentage is more than the women, but in the last decade and so, there is a significant rise in women's percentage. And the reason is there are more women entering into the workforce, they have financial independence, there is a rise of smartphone and social media. So remember, when you cheat, you create a serious trust issues. When once broken, it's very difficult to get those pieces mend together. Even your relationship ends and they enter in a different relationship, they will continue to have trust issues. Even after you're gone, the damage continues. Besides the trust issue, your partner go through a great emotional turmoil. They start to question their self-worth and have thoughts of, what did I do wrong? What's wrong with me? Like children of divorcees, they start to blame themselves for what happens between their parents. So the question I ask you, even if you don't love your partner, would you cause them a pain that would stay with them for the rest of their life? I think the answer is no. If you are someone who has been cheated on, please don't fall apart. Keep yourself calm and collected. Don't call all your friends and start dumping your frustration on them. Resist the urge until unless you want to be seen as soon to be an evil ex. Don't get distracted and start breaking things around. It could have a serious financial consequences. If you have kids, please don't involve the kids. They are already the front seat audience to all this mess. They don't need more of that until unless it's absolutely necessary. Don't get in the game of spending lavishly or start dating someone way younger or way older than you. There is no winner in this game. The ant will always go up really fast until it gets really nasty.